So we have local queen and makeup artist. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name because Emoji did such a great job. Apadravya Palang.
Yay!
How do we do?
Hey there. Good. How are you doing?
Wonderful. And how is our pronunciation today?
It's a little bad. It needs some work.
Okay, girl.
We can work on that.
So for the audience, can you give us a good pronunciation?
So it's Apadravya Palang.
Apadravya Palang.
Palang.
Oh, I think I have it.
This is like Hooked on Phonics
It
for
is.
queens.
There you go.
Thank you. And so where did you get your drag name from?
So I recently became a piercing apprentice at Body Art Tattoo on Main Street. My previous drag name was Alice Bovinski. I had previously quit doing drag due to some personal issues, and then I decided to do drag again. So I picked my name based off of two piercings. An Apadravya is a vertical piercing through the head of the penis, and a Palang is a horizontal piercing through the head of the penis. So it's pretty fitting.
So I see there's a focus there as to where the piercings are.
Exactly.
Do they call it a Princess Albert as well?
No, that's through the urethra through the bottom. The penis.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Kind of gross looking.
Trigger.
I don't think I want to
That's
see a
just
penis
me.
that has like just like a bunch of like Jenga sticks. Jenga sticks? No, you know that like little game that used to play where you put the
with the marbles.
Yeah. Like that's what it would look like, no?
I would say
And
more like a
marbles,
tackle
too.
box, you know?
Emoji
fishing
knows
lure,
all
you know?
about the tackle
I bet
box.
you do.
I keep my makeup in the fishing tackle box.
So have you done an Apadravya or a Palang before?
I've never done either of those two piercings yet. No.
Okay, so Burlington, if you want to
Get your penis
get
pierced.
that happen to you, that was great English. Get that happen to you. You know where to go. What is it?
Body Art on
Body
Main
Art,
Street.
Main Street. All right.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So let's focus back in on drag.
Okay.
How did you get interested in drag in the first place? You talked about Alice and now Apadravya.
I started when I was in the Army. I was a medic. I met my drag sister. We went to dinner one night and they were like, we're gonna play with some makeup. What do you think? You wanna come over? And they did my makeup and went to my first drag show in Atlanta, and I started doing drag almost 4 years ago. So just been kind of transforming and learning as I go.
Wow. So did you grow up in Atlanta?
I did not. I was born in Kentucky, and then I lived in Georgia for 7 years, and then I moved up here 3 years ago.
Oh my gosh, it's a lot different up here, I feel like. Than
Yes.
I've never been to Kentucky, but like,
It's a little redneck,
Yeah.
you know. Valentine's Day is Marry Your Cousin Day, so, or maybe that's Tennessee, I don't know. We're all inbred.
I think they
it doesn't
I think they
matter.
both share. I think they both share that
Probably,
holiday. Do they get it off? Do state employees get that holiday off?
I don't know. I wouldn't know.
Everyone's going to be busy going to the church, probably, so it would
I
make
hope
sense.
so.
Yes.
Seeking repentance, girl.
So you were in two different drag scenes then, Atlanta and here. Compare, contrast, let us know.
So I was in Columbus, Georgia. I went to Atlanta a couple times, but not really to perform. Just I went a couple times in drag. But I performed in Columbus. The drag scene was a little smaller there. We did have a gay club, but it closed down because business wasn't very good. So I wasn't really doing drag that often. And then I moved up here and I did Drag Idol with you.
Yeah.
And you won, obviously. Bitch. Anyway. The drag scene's a lot different up here. I feel like maybe some of the southern queens are a little bit more catty in some aspects. But I don't know, that bitch Emoji, like, you know, she's
her alone.
I know, I'm the meanest one.
I know.
Yeah. Speaking of mean queens, did you have any difficulties like breaking into the drag scene, or was it like, were you like welcomed with open arms?
I mean, I had my drag sister in Georgia. And then she didn't have a drag mother. She has like a drag grandmother. And then moving here, I didn't really have a family, so I guess I felt a little outcast compared to everybody else, but that was fine with me. I feel like there's a lot of drama when there's a drag family kind of deal going on.
Preach, girl.
So I'm good, just kind of being my own little entity right now, so.
Independent.
But I do have a drag daughter now, so.
Ooh, tell us more.
Her name is Princess Arcadia. She actually.
Oh, that's such a cute name.
Yeah, she actually drove me here today.
She's your driver.
She's my driver, girl. I need a chauffeur. Okay?
I was thinking I need one. I was doing my eyebrows in the car the other day, gluing them down. I was like, This would be really convenient if I could just afford a driver.
Well,
one day goals.
She has the pickup truck, and I need to lay my big self down because I couldn't breathe.
In the back, in the bed?
In the front, girl. But maybe on the way back in the bed.
Just let the air.
Yeah.
You gotta air some things out after this.
Yes, you do.
Oh, girl.
Can you imagine that car that's behind you at the red light when you just spring up?
I hope they get really excited like I do.
So, where did she get her name from? Did you
We'll
give
have to
it
have
to
her
her?
on. Princess Arcadia.
I think the Arcadia part is kind of based off of the fact that she likes video games. So
A gamer.
Yeah.
Geeky queen.
With a Y.
Yeah, gamer.
Gamer. Yes. And she's kind of a little princess. So.
Oh. Wow. That's awesome that you have a little baby princess under your wing.
Yeah, she's great. I love her.
That's awesome.
So is she like a mini you or a whole new persona?
Definitely a whole new persona for sure.
Oh.
She gonna perform at Vermont Drag Idol?
I hope so.
You're gonna push her off the stage, get her onto the stage rather than off the stage.
Don't push her off.
Yeah, I'm trying to convince her.
Yeah.
She wants to perform a couple times before we try to aim for Drag Idol this year. So.
Yeah. So are you gonna stage mom it like Mean Girl style in the background with the camera?
Obviously.
Oh, girl.
With the big video camera too, girl.
Oh, doing it up to the 9.
Yes.
With a VHS tape. Like one of those ones.
Exactly.
Yeah, cool.
So when everyone's getting into drag, we all have our inspirations. Who inspired you when you were getting in?
Oh, that's a really tough question. I mean, I would say my drag sister, definitely. Just doing drag gave me a lot of confidence that I never had. And him growing up, being, he came from Mexico, learning to speak English and, being gay as well. I find that really inspirational that he was able to, kind of conquer through that. And I learned a lot about him, about how to love yourself and be confident no matter what.
Wow. That's a beautiful story. It's like touched over here.
We need a Kleenex for Nicole.
Yes, please. TD.
Yeah, what's your favorite, so I've seen you perform so many times and you were like a badass bitch. So what is your favorite, I've seen you do this correct me if I'm wrong, with sort of a snow, wasn't a Snow White? It was like a...
The Evil Queen.
The Evil Queen. Okay, so it was. Yeah, I love...
That's what I did for Drag Idol.
That's right.
You did it again though. I feel like I saw it at Higher Ground at one point.
I don't think I did it.
Okay, maybe you did. Maybe I met. I was at both things.
I usually
Higher Ground. I've
been everywhere. I got this.
I usually try to do something different for all of my performances.
Yeah.
So do you have a favorite one that just
I would probably say the Vanity with the Evil Queen from Snow White. My drag sister also did that song, so I found a lot of inspiration in my costume and my song choice.
Yeah, that costume was slay.
I still have a girl.
Ooh. Are we gonna see it again?
Or was that like a Alice Bovinski?
You'll probably see it
thing?
again. I'll revamp
Is
it.
there a clear difference between your two? You put Alice to rest?
The reason I picked Alice Bovinski was because of my family. And I haven't received a lot of support from them. They really pushed me to go to cosmetology school and get my license. And then they told me that you only do your makeup and, post your photos and do your live videos because you seek attention and you need validation from people. And I don't need people to tell me that I'm talented. I know I'm talented, girl. So, so I wanted to put away that old name just because I picked it because of my family. And I don't really want to have anything to do with that if they're going to be negative about it.
So same queen, just changing it up.
Yeah, just trying to vamp it up a little bit. I mean, I might try to redo my style a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. So.
Well, we are so excited to see
Thank
this
you. I'm
transformation in progress.
Thank you.
And just some parting words. If there was a drag queen in the area who was looking to get into the scene, what is some advice that you would have really appreciated when you were coming in?
Stay away from color with eyeshadow. No.
Is that a read?
No. I know that when I started, I like to use a lot of blues and greens and not any black. And,
some grandma colors.
Yeah. Pretty much. But I would say, if you need help, ask for help. There's so many queens here in town. They're gonna help you if you ask. There's no reason to bring each other down. We're all in the same family, so.
Absolutely.
No reason to be a bitch. I mean, if you want to, come sit next to me.
Unless you're a bitch.
Because they'll look less bitchy, more bitchy next to you.
Both.
Whoa. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming.
you.
You're our first guest ever.
Thank you for having
me.
Thank you.
All right.
Awesome. Well, wasn't she just a lovely queen?
She's
like,
amazing.
we are so lucky to have her as our first guest
I
on
love
the
her.
team.
She's great.